Hello, everyone. Welcome back. So glad you decided to join me today. We will be talking about be alert and stand strong. I'll be coming to you from 1Peter, the 5th chapter, starting at the 6th verse through the 9th verse. And today we're going to read from the Amplified Version, and it reads as following. Therefore, humble yourselves under the mighty hand of God. Set aside self-righteous pride, so that he may exalt you to a place of honor in his service at the appropriate time. Verse 7, casting all your cares, all your anxieties, all your worries, and all your concerns, once and for all, on him, for he cares about you with deepest affection and watches over you very carefully. Be sober, well balanced, and self-disciplined. Be alert and cautious at all times. That enemy of yours, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, fiercely hungry, seeking someone to devour. Verse 9. But resist him. Be firm in your faith against his attack, rooted, established, unmovable, knowing that the same experiences of suffering are being experienced by your brothers and your sisters throughout the world. You do not suffer alone. In these verses, I just want to bring some key elements to your attention. Verse 6 tells us to humble ourselves. It says, humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand. This verse emphasizes the importance of humility and submission to God's will, recognizing our limitation. God is not limited, but we have to recognize that we do have limitations. And verse 7 says, cast all your anxiety on him. It's telling us to cast our anxiety because he cares for us. He says he cares for you. It encourages us to surrender our worries and our anxieties to God, trusting in God's love and his care, knowing that God will take care of us. And verse 8 says to be alert and sober-minded. And here Peter instructs us to stay vigilant, aware, and clear-headed in the face of life's challenges and the adversary. And it also tells us your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. This verse here underscores the presence of a spiritual opposition, the devil. And it reminds us to be cautious, to be aware, to stay alert. Now let's explore these verses and get a little deeper and have more meaning and insight. Number 1, humility and surrender. Humbling ourselves means to acknowledge our need for God's guidance and his strength. It's not a sign of weakness, but a path to true strength. And then number 2, letting go of our anxiety. When we cast our anxieties on God, it's an act of trust. It's showing that we trust God in and through and for everything. It's about releasing the burden of worry and allowing God to carry the weight for us. And number 3, vigilance and awareness. Being alert and sober-minded means staying conscious of our surroundings, both in the spiritual and the physical realm. This helps us to resist the pitfalls that life and the adversary throws at us. And number 4, spiritual warfare. This verse reminds us that there's definitely a spiritual battle that's going on. It's a spiritual battle at play. And the adversary, he seeks to undermine our faith and our resilience. So to be alert, that's our defense. Now you may be wondering, how can we apply these verses to our lives? I'm glad you asked. First of all, we have to practice humility. Remind yourself daily on your reliance on God and your need to be humble and to practice humility. And this can lead us to a healthier perspective on challenges, recognizing that the battle is not ours, but it's the Lord's. And two, let go of anxiety. We must develop a practice of prayer or meditation to cast our anxieties on God, trusting that God cares for us and it is working for our good. And thirdly, vigilance and mindfulness. Cultivate mindfulness in your life daily. Be aware of your actions, your thoughts, and your surroundings. It is a powerful tool for spiritual growth and resilience. And number 4, spiritual armor. We have to put on the whole armor of God, which is mentioned in Ephesians the 6th chapter, verses 10 through 18. We will study that later. Understand that the spiritual battle equips you to stand firm. And I would like to just conclude with this, that these verses reminds us of the importance of humility, letting go of anxiety, staying vigilant, and recognizing the spiritual battle that we face day in and day out. These insights offer us a roadmap to stay strong in the face of life challenges and adversities. I hope that you have found this video meaningful, and please don't forget to hit that like button, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I personally would like to know if these verses have impacted your life and how has it impacted your life. So please feel free to leave a comment below. Thank you for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye.